And it's been a couple weeks, but welcome to another episode of our little Friday night chats. Ooh, it has been a long and interesting week, to say the last least, whatever. But the big thing is, of course, missing Biden's giving a speech right now. Who knows what he's going to say? I don't know. But here's the latest conspiracy to come out to say that that's going on with the election is why it's taking so long is because the Homeland Security Office, they are, when they put the ballots out, they put a special watermark on the ballot that can't be seen, of course. So you're going to be hearing people say, "Check the water." Okay, so what that means is, hold on. Oh, that felt better. Okay, so as I was saying, you're going to be hearing, check the water, check the water. Okay, what that means is they're going to be looking for the watermark that the Homeland Security Office put on the ballots. Now, because it's one of those, it's a GOP trap to try to catch the Democrats in going and fixing ballots, stuff like that. So. You're going to be hearing that for the next few days. Hell, you might even hear it for the next month or so, because who knows what's actually going on with all the counting. But you know what? We're just going to leave it at that. Who knows? I have no clue. Now, yeah, here's the thing: is it's the funniest thing, and this is going to because. Funniest thing out of all the stuff was when they're talking about all the voter things going on and that stuff. I flipped around from MSNBC, CNN, Fox News, and Newsy, and all that stuff, just checking just to see what everybody was saying. The one thing that made me actually kind of took me back and laugh was that on Fox News, the fact that Brett Baer, he basically beat on that check whoever this is now Trump's new press secretary girl. Turn around and just asked her question. She didn't get the answer, and he just kind of beat her. You would think that was watching, one of the like a CNN or MSNBC, something like that. But no, it was on Fox. I mean, it's like him and whoever the chick that he was with that night. He's like, wow, it almost seemed like that they were polling more Democrat than Republican, and it was just kind of interesting. It's just one of those times. It's just like, well, I don't know. But here's one of the questions I want to know. Everybody's talking because you hear the whole, so there's going to be a civil war. It's going to be a civil war. If you notice, most of the people who are saying that are people who can't even run a half a mile. How they expect they're going to be able to do a civil war if they can't even run half a mile? Hell, not even most of them can run probably a quarter of a mile. But that's neither here nor there. But here's one of the big things. And with all this stuff going on, Giselle Maxwell, of course, Epstein's girl, former girlfriend and stuff, and pimper, I guess you'd say. They haven't heard anything for a while. Okay, of course, they released her deposition stuff. Nothing was found. There was nothing. That's one problem. Is got over 400 something pages, and it's like you learned there was nothing new to learn or from any of it. So now we're at the next spot of what's going on. Well, just a couple days ago, two of the accusers dropped out of the case. They dropped their suits against them. So it's just one of those. It's like, what's going on here? I mean, she gets arrested. We're expecting all hell to break loose. Trump wishes her good luck, which was weird. And then you don't hear anything. Then all of a sudden they're going to release her deposition papers and all that. and nothing's in them, and then two people drop out of the lawsuit. I don't know. That's just like, it's just weird. It's like, what's going on? I don't know. That's gonna be one of those stories that are gonna sit there and watch and watch and watch and figure out that, it's like, I don't know, craziness. But other than that, God, because of election stuff, I mean, that's pretty much ran the whole entire weekend and stuff. Hell, ran past couple weeks. I mean, very quiet Halloween. We said, we were at home and that stuff, and we had actually 0 trick-or-treaters come through our neighborhood. I wasn't really surprised, but what the worst part about that was? The worst part is the fact that didn't get to see any moms dressed in slutty costumes taking their kids around. Because here's the thing: is one, they're wearing a slutty costume, and they have a kid, so they like to have the sex if they got a kid, because that kid happens somehow. So, needless to say, that kind of ruined the whole Halloween holiday right there. So, I don't know. Maybe next year we'll get double the numbers of it, but if there is a next year, because what if 2020 is just the warm up for 2021? The 2021 is that's going to be when all hell goes ahead and breaks loose. And like I've said before, that society starts to break down. People leave the cities and that stuff to escape violence, and they relocate in old, small ghost towns that basically are nothing but abandoned buildings and that stuff, and make new settlements. What if that's what's going to happen? What if that's 2021 in a nutshell? It does kind of go back, as I said before, that maybe the nuclear option is probably the best option if it's all going to go bad. So, and also, what the hell? It's November, and my allergies are freaking killing me. Okay, usually by now, allergy season over with, done, should not even be happening. But no, freaking allergies. So, I said, it's been one of those crazy, crazy weeks. What would you do? Hold on. I bet that was fun to watch right there. So, toss that in the trash can. Now, one of the questions, of course, some of the funniest thing that I will say, one of the best things that would come out of all this was the fact that there were some funny memes out there. All right, on both sides. You had one that had the 49ers from the Super Bowl when they were winning at halftime, doing their poses and stuff, and it said they put on all the players, put Trump's face on all the players, and it said like, we won, something like that, which was funny. And then there's another one. What it was? It said voting for Biden is like shitting your pants and then going home and changing your shirt, which is like it was a thinker. It made you kind of laugh, but it was just one of those weird, odd things. So it just makes you think: if you had to choose one thing over another, what would you choose? So here's a crazy scenario. Think about, what would you choose? You have to choose one. Okay. Wind up having to have gay sex. Well, I guess you'd say gay sex with a guy. We'll say feminine guy, or a transsexual that's passable but still has the wiener. What do you choose? Either way, still kind of going the same way, right? Or is it? Mike, no answers on that one there. Mike popped in with voter fraud, and now just like got quiet, because it's like, no, I told you, it's a thinker. It's like, what is it? What do you take? Okay, now the thing is, you can be the dominant. We'll leave it at that. Okay, does that change anything? or does it keep things the same? I don't know. And I did find we're gonna have coming up soon. We're gonna have a couple. There's a couple bands that are gonna wind up playing. That's gonna do stream a free, live show and stuff because things are getting ready to shut down again, and there's gonna be no entertainment. We got that coming up. That's gonna be hopefully, I think, in a couple of weeks. We're gonna have the first one. But well, you know what? It'll be loaded up and everybody will be able to watch it, and it'll just be fun. So, man. Other than that, as I said, it's just been that week. It's like no matter where you go, you cannot get away from the whole, election. It's almost one of those, how about if we don't take either, and I don't know, we do an American Idol style voting for someone else. All right. We say we just call this election. It's done. It's over. You're both tied. So you're both disqualified. But we do an American Idol style where we put a phone number up. You call to vote for this person. Because, it's like, I don't know what kind of technology they were using for that show. But you know what? They were able to get a winner, by the end of the show, they had a winner who was chose. Maybe that's how voting should go. I'd say, with every state being different on their voting laws, it does, make you wonder, what the hell the deal is. I will say, I'm in Kansas. Easy. I went into the early voting thing. I just walked in and voted, and everywhere else you see on TV, they're showing, it's like these long lines in all the cities. It's like, I walked right in, voted, and it's done. Out. Now, the one thing that was annoying, though, is the fact that, when you go there, no matter who you voted for, you should just keep it to yourself. I had to listen to some old guy that after he voted, he was assaulted. Yeah, I voted for Trump. And it's like, good for you. He didn't appreciate the clapping, but it's just one of those, I don't care, who you voted for. Now, the one thing, this is the only, out of all the stuff, the one thing that does bother me that people voted for was in District 37 was for Aaron Coleman. And I know, Johnny's been like, well, it's your fault. It's your fault for it. And it's like, no, it's not. Because here's this. I did go and I did push for Christina Smith. All right. I pushed. But the thing is, of course, it's one of those, did people spell the name right? Even just a little off, bang, Wyandotte County throws it out. So, but the thing is, and this era is going to go, and I'm not going to I'm going to blame the voters on this here, and this is going to be a blanket statement to everybody who votes. If you are to vote, you should actually study, learn about the person running. Now, granted, you had in the primary, you had that Stan Fraunfelker, whatever his name is, run, and he was the incumbent, been doing it for years, and he ran unopposed forever, it seemed like, and people didn't like there's a lot of people that didn't like the job he did because it just was like, what did he do? I don't know. I don't even know what he did. But so then all of a sudden, here comes this unknown, this kid who I get knocking on doors and stuff in the area, handing out stuff saying, hey, vote for me. And that stuff really didn't give any, I guess, the stuff that he did give, was just super crazy. And it's just like, but everybody looks like, hey, this guy has initiative. Let's vote him in. They vote him in, and then it's like all of a sudden, all this stuff comes up. First, for just a review, for people who don't remember, there was the revenge porn thing where, I guess they call it revenge porn, but he blackmailed a girl for naked pictures. There was another girl that he bullied and stuff, and she attempted suicide. Okay, now keep in mind, the kid just turned 20, and this is stuff from age 14 to now. Okay, so After that, got investigated because he viable threat was going to bring a gun to the school and shoot some people. It's like, okay, hi, that's a red flag right there, but nobody paid attention to anything. It gets through. Now we're still going on to where he turned around and his girlfriend he was with at the time choked her because of the comment she made. He wanted a threesome. She said she'd break up with him so he could have it, and they get back together, and he got mad about it and choked her. It's just like, I don't, you know, we go from 14 to now 20, and it's like, okay, let's see, 15, 16, 17, 18. That is only about a 6-year time gap. And that's a lot right there. And we're not even done yet. When the whole COVID thing started, putting out a message, a tweet, or Facebook, I don't know what it was, but it was saying that he's hoping that the GOP people would get the COVID and die. And stuff. It's like, Jesus Christ, I mean, that's a little sick to be saying. And then the most recent was, I guess, Governor Laura Kelly turned around and was like that he was going to, unless she made these changes, legalize pot, defund, all of the stuff that he was claiming that he wanted done, that he would make sure she wouldn't be like again it to put a hit out. And it's just like, so needless to say, if you live in District 37, which is basically the Turner School District and part of Argentine, get ready. It's going to be fun and weird for a while because that's it. 6-year time period, all that stuff. And the thing is, it's all actually in the news. You can actually read it. And it's not just like reading in some, blog news or stuff like that. It's actual news. Hell, we made national news and that stuff about that he was going through there. It's like, and revenge porn kid is running. You protect the Democratic, nominations. It's like, oh my god. And the thing is, the Democratic Party could have just gone ahead and dumped him and said no. But it's just like, why? Why didn't you? You should have done it. So, everything's just going to be so fun because no matter who won or who lost and that stuff, I'd say everybody lost because everybody there's no one that cannot see eye to eye with anybody else on the whole entire thing. Honestly, it's stupid because what's causing this? Well, yeah, people who are straight Democrat, people who are straight Republican, that no, vote the party. But it's like, hell, as I said, yeah, I voted on some stuff. I voted Democrat. I voted Republican on some stuff. Back and forth. You know what? And the reason is because of the fact that I looked at who and what everybody did, things that they were doing, all that kind of stuff. Now, I did though, however, and this is funny to me, because for some reason, it's, everybody's been getting these texts and messages from all these campaigns and that stuff, and I kept getting one for Roger Smith. God, now I think that's his name. I don't know. He won. He beat the Barbara Boiler, and I kept getting texts like, "Hey, don't forget to vote." And I just wrote, "Fuck Roger Smith," and just texted back to him, and I got a response. And it was like, "Holy shit!" I didn't think it was going to respond to that. I mean, I just thought it was just some random machine just threw it out. It's like, well, we will take you off of our list, and we wish you have a nice weekend. Is like, To me, one thing that's funny that I put the text message on my Facebook page. You can it's in one of the posts on there, and but to me that was there's your highlights. Also, the what highlight of the week and that stuff. While everything's going on, after I paid attention a little bit to what's going on, Empire Strikes Back video game, 370,000 made its wave 8 and earned the Jedi lettering. So that was probably the highlight of the week of everything, right there. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, of course you're going to see it a little bit there. I had to get one of those when the 1-Up arcade things came out. This has got Star Wars, the original Star Wars game, the one that we had back in the 80s and that stuff. You're flying to take on the Death Star. This has got that, Empire Strikes Back, and of course it has a Return Jedi game, which I didn't even know that game even existed. Return of the Jedi one. Actually, I didn't even know the Empire Strikes Back one even existed, but it has all three of those on there, and it's fun. You know what? It's just, even though it's like playing it now after turning on being exposed to the games of today, it moves kind of, the movement's a little slow, it seems, but still is just fun. It's one of those where brings to think about years and years and years ago, when Brody was like 8 maybe. I had an old, my parents' house had an olden television system still with all the games. We had like hundreds of the games and stuff, because we'd wind up getting them at like, some of those like RSO, when those like Cargo Largos, places like that, you'd always find video games and stuff. So we wound up getting a bunch of them there. And so we go put the thing, and it's like, okay, now we're playing. And he's just looking, it's like, what the hell is this? And it was I think it was baseball. And it's like, well, you're this guy here. He's like, that's not a guy, that's a dot. It's like, well, that's the person. And then you turn around, you start playing. It's like, oh my god, it's just like, how in the hell did ever think that those games were hard and that stuff? Even going back and playing like some of the Nintendo games is just like, as a kid, you're like, oh, trying to flip through nowadays. It's like, Jesus Christ, just trying to keep up with half of them. But that's just another little rant of stupidity for nothing, I guess. I don't know. But that is really some of the biggest stuff that's been going on in that. I mean, what else is there to do? I mean, I will say though, I did find a new favorite cosplayer, Shauna Lay. If you want to look her up, she's on Facebook, SHAWNALAY. Check her out. That's the newest cosplay chick that is pretty fun to look at, So, and who's gonna try this here? Now, this is an app called Stereo. It's on your phone. Now, here's what's weird is, apparently, what this app does is, you pop on there, and you make yourself a little, of course, it turns around, and you make yourself a little avatar person. And this is kind of showing the downfall of civilization, the whole hey, we need to talk to people, about meeting people and things like that. Of course, watch that Social Dilemma thing, Netflix documentary, and you're like, oh, well, talking about you kids that they don't date, stuff like that, or they just have social media. And it's like, then I find this is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, because now you go through, I said, you create your little avatar, and now you can go and there's talk sessions. So people you don't even know, you can turn around and like, okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go live, and I guess it puts you into to talk with someone. Let's see what happens. Okay, it says finding a chat partner for you. Get ready to talk. Hello.
Somewhat.
Hey, what's going on? How are you?
Good.
How old are you?
Can't say that. Can't say that. Can't say that.
Can't say that. Well, you sound like a little young. So I'm gonna end this chat. Sorry, bud. And we left that one. Okay, that was weird because now we go through some of these other ones. Because what is this one here? Let's see. Cats equals racism.
If you like cats, like if we're being honest here, it's fine. It's just I believe that if you have a bunch of cats, that you probably don't like people much. And the reason why I say that is because it's not like the 1500s where you get a cat and then you're surprised that people are allergic to them. Right? Right. But it's the year 2020. You know that like a majority of people are allergic to cats. It's a popular thing. People are allergic to cats, so you get a bunch of cats.
I think if you respond, let's see. Send audio message, press and hold. Descent. Oh, here we go. It's because people are assholes and cats are more fun to be around. Okay. Well, I sent the message.
You're allergic to cats? Can't come here. Which, by the way, I applaud the loner.
So that really did nothing.
It's a perfect, like I have a dog.
I guess I just don't get this. What the hell?
No, yeah. Dad, they're like, you got a fucking dog? Dude, I'll be there 5 minutes ago. And then they don't want to leave.
Okay, let's go to a different one.
I want to. It's so weird. It's so awkward. But if you can like bypass it, not say nothing, like I'm the type that if you send me those type of pictures,
Hi, Chris.
I'm gonna act like I ain't even see it. And then if you say
I wonder if that other one's sent, because now I'm still wondering.
We'll play with my cats. Like, sweet, so you get the laser pointer up.
People suck, and cats, well, they're just fun to be around, unlike people. Hell, I'd rather be allergic to people than to a cat.
Excited to see me. They're like another person. They're gonna come over.
I'm not even sure if it was sent.
They're gonna be cuddle butts the whole time. They just want to be pet. You play with them. It's
I mean,
active. You throw something, they bring it back. You throw it, they bring it
that
back.
it said the sent audio message, and it's just like, well, and how the hell is this? They got this.
Someone told me this one time.
This
I know.
This is
The absurdity of it. Someone said once, listen, dogs, look, aside from cats, let's talk about how fucking cool dogs are.
okay. Let's just go. Let's find another one. Let's see.
So I'm wondering about that.
Just troll us. So I don't know what that is. Let's look up to know this.
you look at relationships that end with failures. So we try so hard. Like,
Oh my god, this is you building the introduction to ending a relationship on good terms. Let's see this.
Well, it's not about ending a relationship on good terms. It's not making yourself stay in a relationship that you're not happy in because you feel like it's your duty to fight for it. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of dependency.
This is actually these are actually people who download this, and actually these are just two people. They don't they set up their own little thing. I guess so. If you have a contact who's in there, you can do your own little talk show, and people could just there's nothing better to do to turn around and listen to. Well, I guess that's not much different than this, but still.
So it's like there's not much to hold. I don't have that period. Like, oh, it's been so long.
I mean, but look at that.
Trying to overcome it as it's been the beginning of it. You know, it was the start. There wasn't a thing. There was a foundation, but you know.
It just seems like you have a lot already going on. There's a lack of trust. There's a lot of insecurity just as individuals, but also as a couple.
Let's see. What should we say?
have already a history where there is some infidelity
There we go. There we
It
go.
just seems like
Sometimes you just need to be assertive. Give a smack or two. Let her know who's the boss in the relationship.
want the same thing, not just now, but in the future? Or do you think that maybe it would serve both of you to say, like, you know, we did this, we tried, we learned so much about ourselves. We learned
Yeah,
about
here's what
what's
I mean.
important to us in relationships. And this
How
is
the
gonna
fuck
make
can you
us better
say
to
something
others, to other
to turn
people
around
in the future,
and it's like,
it's going to make us more loyal to ourselves and making sure that we get what we want?
God.
I can't make sure of that.
Yeah.
You know,
I just,
Picture which.
it shows I just shared.
conversation going down, or you know, sort of.
What's the fuck? No, here's the thing. Look at this. She's
Yeah.
as because at least you got such a bad
Like if you,
glare
and I understand
on
if
there.
you're also
But I mean,
younger, that is a factor.
there are
You're just like a kid, and that's not
all
what I'm
these
saying.
people fucking listening
But
to
I
this.
didn't-
Oh,
and I think
mother and
that,
son talk,
you know,
Q&A.
it is something to be very proud of.
So I'm gonna go to the next one.
It's something to
Wow, from
lighter.
Bob, that was some really beautiful insight into relationships. I think I really needed to hear that too, because I've definitely built my ex into quite a fantasy, and I think you really hit it on the nose.
Now here's the thing: is
Nostalgia is
the guy's got a man bun, and his name is Flo,
Wow.
and this is Flo's mom.
That's so cool. I'm curious if he thought about that himself, or if he got that from somewhere, because that was very well said. Yeah, for sure. And thank you. What's his name? Boat. You got the following there. That's awesome. Anyways, I'm gonna play the next one. And you had such a beautiful relationship, and I'm kind of jealous. Me and my mother never got along with this. You both seem like wonderful people.
Okay,
Thank you.
we're gonna get a reaction out of one of these people at some point. So,
Well, you know, we're both very sensitive
Okay.
and loving people. And I think
I never really got to have a relationship with my mother. She passed away right after I was born, like a couple months later. I did have a stepmother, and our relationship, it seemed like it was really good. And we wound up, though, hooking up a few times, and it was just got weird from there.
it will work sometimes
Now,
with forgiveness.
Let's see if they'll
I
play
hope
it.
people to have room to make mistakes and to move past them and to grow and still accept
There's only
them.
3
And
goddamn
family.
listeners, as she
That's what's so
says.
great about family.
And I'm one of the
is,
3.
You know, you don't choose your
Play
family.
the goddamn
but
thing.
You have a choice.
Oh my god.
Keep them close.
I
And
wonder
make them
if
close,
it's one of
you know.
those.
Keep them
Since
as,
I've sent it, add to the
important
conversation.
figures in your life
Does it go
have
and does
their
it
back.
translate it? There's only 2
And
listeners
that's
now.
something That's a conscious decision because
Oh, back up to 3.
you know,
But the
there are
app
a
is
lot of
called
people that
Stereo.
just split on each other in this world. They abandon
I
their kids,
want
they abandon
to freaking go
siblings.
because it's like there's a this my question is, does it translate? So I read into the
I
thing,
don't like
and
that.
it
I'll never let that happen. I'll never let anything divide my family.
it said I shared. It said shared.
I do want to mention, though, do you think that we should be taught certain family how to?
I mean, does it go and does it tell them what I said?
I don't think it's the school's place to educate about families, but I think that's where religion has its place.
Oh,
I think
this is gonna be
that's
fun.
where,
I hope it did because I want them to play it.
that's one, not only
We already went religion now,
but it takes a
so
village.
telling them that the mother and son talk
It
chat
takes a
that
village
I
to teach
they hooked up with my
humans.
stepmother
And I think it takes books,
could
it
be
takes
interesting,
religion,
could be
it takes,
funny.
Anywhere you can learn.
But why the fuck
Better
have we don't have anything yet?
better yourself. And you gotta
this is going to, at least playing on the Facebook, you could turn around and get a quick response, at least if you go and you put something kind of fucked up, I mean, there's this one,
I don't think it's getting any better now that people's noses are always in computers or,
said the people who are on a app.
Social media has proved to be very cruel. And
Said people on an app that, hey, we need to get away from social media. But yeah, it's like speaking of that there, which is a person I guess is one of those. At least to say with Facebook, you can get instant gratification almost.
This is very new. This is about, I think, 5 months old.
Why?
If it's utilized correctly, and I just think that you get somebody a soapbox and they think that.
Or do they go and they turn around?
They can
Oh my God.
their ugliness, and it doesn't help anyone, but maybe it helps you to unload it, but it's not helping the listener.
Maybe that's us,
And I think
or
everyone
me
needs
that's
to be
talking
more
about.
careful and considerate of each other.
I understand, and I do want to play some of these messages.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh, here we go. Here.
I never really got to have a relationship with my mother. She passed away right after I was born, like a couple months later. I did have a stepmother, and our relationship seemed like it was really good. And we wound up, though, hooking up a few times, and it was just got weird from there.
Well, wait a minute. When you say hooking up, I don't know what that meant.
Okay, so the link that's essentially.
They got together? Physical? In an incestual way with the stepmother? Okay. Well, that's a boundary that's been broken by her. That shows that she has problems to allow that. And that's wrong, in my opinion. I had 2 stepchildren that I loved, and we've never disrespected any of them to think of breaking that boundary.
Oh, fuck.
I can't even imagine. Really. I don't blame him in that instance. Just like the teacher's a teacher and a student. It's the teacher's boundary issues. It's their problem.
Oh, God.
You know? I'm sorry I'm saying it's a problem. I'm sorry. I'm bringing that to the table.
I understand what you're saying.
Well, Chris, I guess the way you become a top person is I did the go live thing, okay? To go and to start one up. But I guess if you don't have a contact that also has the stereo app on their phone, it's one because it goes. It's when you hit the thing, you give what your topic is and what time you want to do it now, or just to play for a later time. Schedule a time, whatever. And it says who your guest is. Well, if you don't have any contacts on there, you can't host one. So that's what I'm getting out of this. Well, now that let's see what else we got on there. Pass the weed. Nothing to do with that. Oh, share something weird.
I guess not. Yeah. Analogy sex story really sounds interesting, but it was associated with prostitution.
Now this one's kind of a slow.
Come on, guys. What do y'all got?
As likes to do, life currents in menstrual order.
Okay, this one's just weird. It's there's nothing. This one is not even. So we got the afternoon drive talk
Make sure
with.
y'all talk
to
Kilo
the
and Issa.
5 and 2 p.m. with me and Kilo on Wednesday. We're going to talk about the Black American contract that was written by Ice Cube. We're gonna go in depth.
We're just gonna go past it. Oh, here we go. Why are you so obsessed with Wimmy? What or WIMI?
I mean, she could probably re-wax some of her outfits.
I don't know what that
I
is.
agree with that. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
she gets like fitted garments all the time.
Jesus Christ. What do we got here? You know what? We're never gonna get into our black men to blame. Pass that one.
And then straight men end up feeling replaced or feel like,
Oh.
they're found in a week.
Dating in 2020, queer and straight. That doesn't even sound interesting. Oh, here we go. What the hell is going on here?
It's me at royalty time.
Okay, that's stupid. What's the topic? Okay, we're just losing that one there. Who should propose love and marriage? I don't care. Random realness. Vin Diesel role. Oh, well, here we go. Post Malone loves Fleet Foxes. I don't even know what any of that means. Oh, here we go. Freaky Friday, best sex signs and threesomes.
That was that before he was having sex. That bullshit fucking water. Baby, that fucking right. I feel good. That was our only fucking way of knowing what sex is. That was my first fucking girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever.
What the fuck is this? Once again, this app is called Stereo.
I'm selfish to have a threesome. Period. No shame. I'm selfish. I'm a Scorpio. No shame. Okay. None of that shit.
Here's the bad thing is, I'm amused by the stupidity of this. I mean, as a man's world, yeah, fuck that one. Ooh, create. We must come together to stay as one. Oh, come on, let's talk. Whoa, let's, yeah.
He was not a great politician.
Papa John conceptually fucks his pizzas.
Yeah, he had the most drone strike.
Relationship advice. Yeah, I mean, now we're just, creepiest and best pickup lines.
So that's why, as strange as I sound,
Wow, this is something to play around with for another time. But if you decide to check it out, it's an app. It's called Stereo. It's little square has a microphone in it, and the whole thing is now anybody can be a talk show host, which kind of is true. So, hell, Tucker Carlson has a job that just proves anybody can be a talk show host. So, other than that, it's like, that has been. It's sad that the highlights of the week have been my score on the video game and the fact just randomly saying to some mother and son question and answer show, telling them that I banged my stepmother. Well, of course, I don't have a stepmother, but still the fact that she sounded kind of freaked out by it and it just kind of brought things to a little bit of a halt. That was fun, I guess. But still, there's things. The fuck did the cat dog people just ignore us completely? Did they even play it? Are they even playing messages? I don't know. Then little bastards annoyed me, but then of course, that's a bad thing. You just go live chat and you just go and hey, we'll see who they hook us up to. that could be bad because you never know who's on that other side, and boy. So I guess only if you're gonna do that app, you might want to have friends who are on that app. So, but it is fun to go and just listen around some stuff and just hey, let's troll somebody. Let's see what's going on. So, but yeah, that is well, hell, that's really it for tonight. I mean, I said there's just nothing to do but just kind of hope for the nuclear option to pop and to hit. Here you go. You find your friends, invite friends to join. See, so you go through here, and it's like, who would I invite? I don't. I really don't know. There's some people I would, and some people it's like, I don't know if I would or not. But either way, that maybe next week we will have some more fun and see what kind of shenanigans we can get into, and hopefully, hopefully this week or next week will have to be a live performance. Let me look the band up real quick. I can't, but I listened to. They have a song called "Rise Up" that was really good. The Freedom Affair. So, and it's the Freedom Affair. The song's called "Rise Up." So, pretty cool song and that stuff. And I've talked to them, and hopefully, we'll get to go and get some, some little bit of a live show from them sometime here soon. Got them, and then let's see who's this. Then also, Hawaladar. I'm not sure how you pronounce it actually. But I just say it's spelled Hawaladar. So I don't know. Sometimes interpreting the names don't really go so well. But I will say though, the first one. This is the lead. This is the lead singer right there. So I don't know if you can see it that well. Goddamn glare from the screen and everything. So it could be a fun, interesting show. So till then, everybody have a great week, and hopefully next time we talk, maybe we'll have someone actually running the country, or maybe we'll just go ahead and just let anarchy and chaos rule the streets and everything. Good night.